Jenny Made a Noise by C873. A little girl dead in the ontological department. A 12-year-old angel, renowned for her kindness and love, killed by an inoperable brain cancer. She's been plagued by it for so long now, and it's murdered her so many times, that her father eventually just decided to give her a do not resurrect order, despite her mother's rapid disapproval. So today, when she flatlined, the doctors could do nothing, and she graduated from the hospital's ghastly grips. Sadly, the only graduation she'll ever have. She was moved down to the mortuary to be prepared for cremation. With the treatment, her parents can't afford the funeral they want. They can't even afford anything more than a cheap wooden urn. The mother wants to look at her baby one more time, before she never sees her again. "No," she says to the girl on the metal slab. "I don't believe there is a God, and I've never been so comforted by the fact. Remember when you passed the first time, and once resurrected you said you saw nothing? Nothing but a warm black velvet blanket encapsulating you. I almost envy you now, baby. Or maybe I'm just coping. I don't know." She can't cry. She didn't want this to happen, but it's happened so many times before, she's become numb to it. Imagine that. A mother so apathetic to her only child's death, not because she's cruel, but because the world is bleak and has desensitized her. She's looking at her baby girl, letting her imagination run wild and recapping the past. It's all very therapeutic. She's finally accepted her child's death and come to terms with it. She's made her peace as Jenny enters hers eternally, until suddenly... "Jenny!" screams her mother, without even thinking. It rings through the mortuary. "Jenny!" It alerts her father, who is at the door awaiting his own goodbye. "Wake up! She's alive! Get the doctor! Get the motherfucking doctor!" And once more, in a much more squeaky and raspy tone. "Oh my God, Jenny. I can't believe it." Her father rushes in, and is greeted by the sight of his wife trying to stand up their dead, lifeless daughter. His mind races. He's in shock. He runs out to get the doctors, who themselves go and get security. Imagine that. Men having to tear away a graying dead child away from her mother's arms. One of them doesn't think and grabs the child's arm. As he yanks it away, he snaps it in half, and a bone breaks through her skin. Her mother cannot bear this sight and falls to the ground, mentally dissolving before their eyes. They take the girl and put her back on the table hastily. They take the woman, and after much consideration, the father decides to admit her to the mental institution. "It's a very common occurrence," says her therapist. "Air escaping the lungs after death. It's nothing more. I need you to realize that she's dead, that she was dead, and she will never wake up." But she can't believe him. She hasn't once in the 5 years it's been, and most likely never will.